combine martial arts, action films, and internet memes into an iconic persona? Meet Carlos Ray Norris, or as you know him, Chuck Norris. Hey, it's Emma here, feeling super energized today, like high kick energized. Let's just jump in, shall we? So, picture this. A kid born in Oklahoma in 1940 shuffles through Kansas and California, shy, non-athletic, not exactly the class president. Then boom, he joins the Air Force in the late 1950s, lands in South Korea, makes Tom Sudo, and a legend starts cooking. Chuck Norris becomes the guy who not only racks up black belts in karate, taekwondo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and judo, but also flips that skill set into big screen and later, panic attacks that sticks to the side of taekwondo. He's an author, a fitness spokesperson, a businessman, basically a one-man brand.
Okay, quick personal tea. Years ago, I'm at this martial arts event in LA. Press badge around my neck, trying to look cooler than my anxiety will allow. Right before a panel starts, someone whispers, "Norris just walked in." I turn, and he's right there, calm, unbothered, that still water vibe that says, "I've seen worse than this ballroom carpet."
Then the organizer is like, "Emma, quick on the spot interview," and my recorder dies. I mean, big yikes. I'm panicking. He clocks it immediately. He goes, "No problem, we can roll with it," and suddenly I'm breathing again. We improvised, I took notes, he slowed down, cracked a joke about how technology taps out when you least expect it. We talked training, self-discipline, and why composure matters more than bravado. The interview ended up being one of my favorites ever. The lesson was composure plus quick thinking equals magic. And yes, he lived that code in real time.
Alright, let's move on. Chuck Norris is like the Swiss Army knife of action heroes. He didn't just dabble, he stacked ranks. Tang Sudo, Taekwondo, Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with the Machado family. He built American Tang Sudo in the 1960s, blending styles like a chef with a black belt. Later, he evolved it into the Chuck Norris system, which pulls from a buffet of disciplines. Shotokan, Yakushin, and Shin-Kaikan, you name it. It's not just kicks, it's philosophy plus fitness plus self-defense, with a code of honor about loyalty to God, country, family, and friends, staying positive, and celebrating others' wins, high-key wholesome. In competition, he wasn't just showing up for the trophy photo. In the late 1960s, he racked up titles like the All-American Karate Championship and held the professional middleweight title for years. Translation, he had receipts long before Hollywood called. Now, important people alert. First up, Bruce Lee, the Hong Kong American martial artist and film icon. Their showdown in The Way of the Dragon in the early 1970s is still one of the most iconic fight scenes ever. It's the blending of two philosophies, Lee's fluid, adaptable Jeet-Kune energy and Norris's traditional, power precision style. If I were Chuck standing opposite Bruce, I'd feel the entire world asking, "Can you hang with a legend?" The fact that the scene still trends is proof it wasn't just a fight, it was cinematic anthropology. Next, Steve McQueen, the American film star nicknamed the King of Cool, encouraged Norris to take acting classes, which mattered because crossing from mat to movie set is not a given. He moved through early roles in the 1970s into the 1980s and became the first real homegrown American martial arts star, especially with Good Guys Wear Black, which Americanized the martial arts movie formula and said, "Let's make patriotism part of the punch combo." That set a template, and then Lone Wolf McQuade arrived in 1983. It's basically the spiritual prequel to Walker, Texas Ranger, which hit TV in the 1990s and became Appointment View. Julian Maui Tejas Ranger. How would you? My grandma watched Walker like it was church. Same pew every week. I get it. Speaking of 1980s power, Cannon Films, the chaos engine of action cinema, made Norris their leading man with Missing in Action in 1984. Joseph Zito, an American director known for muscular genre flicks, steered that in Invasion USA. Then Code of Silence showed he could do gritty cop drama under Andrew Davis, who later made The Fugitive. The Delta Force landed in 1986, directed by Menahem Golan, the producer-director who lived for big, adrenalized spectacle, co-starring Lee Marvin, the Oscar-winning tough guy of the Dirty Dozen fame. This is when Norris hardwires into the culture, bearded, stoic, the guy you call when everything else is falling apart. Let's unwrap the brand beyond film. He taught celebs like Priscilla Presley, actress in Elvis's former life, Bob Barker, the TV host, and Donnie and Marie Osmond, the sibling singer duo. He co-hosted those Total Gym infomercials with Christy Brinkley, and yes, those spots worked because they felt credible. He writes a lot. Fitness, martial arts, self-help, conservative politics, and Christian themes. He wrote columns for WorldNet Daily and later with Creator Syndicate, so he wasn't shy about values, conservative, Christian, patriotic. That was the package. Whether you loved it or rolled your eyes, it was consistent. Okay, pause, because this next part is everything. The big question, did the Chuck Norris facts means help him or overshadow him? Those one-liners, like you counted to infinity, twice, went viral, and he publicly said he wasn't offended and found many of them funny. He even leaned into some endorsements. That wave spun off books, video games, talk show bits. My take, high-key helpful. In a world where most 1980s action heroes faded, the meme turned him into cross-generational shorthand for invincibility. It's like free PR that keeps him living rent-free in our heads.
Counterpoint, I get that some folks only know the meme and not the man, but that's a distribution problem, not a legacy problem. The receipts exist, the championships, the movie runs that cleared hundreds of millions worldwide by the 1990s, and the TV dominance of Walker Texas Ranger in the 1990s. And on the culture side, animation like Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos in the 1980s, and UFF events with thousands of members keeping his martial arts system alive. The meme didn't erase anything, it just added sparkle. Now for something different, lasting relevance. His cameo in Dodgeball in 2004 was Chef's Kiss. He shows up as a judge, drops one look, and steals the theater. That's timing and a guy who knows his brand and has a sense of humor about it. Then you've got Seaforce Bottling, a water company he co-founded after an aquifer was found on his Texas ranch. He even launched the World Combat League in the mid-2000s, a full-contact team competition that funneled proceeds to his Kickstart Kids program, Martial Arts Meets Philanthropy. And across the 2010s and 2020s, he keeps popping up as an ambassador or spokesperson. Still in the chat. We have to talk about the values convo. He's a Baptist and open about faith, and a conservative voice who supported intelligent design, the view that life shows evidence of purposeful design. Some people love that, some people hate that. For me, agree or disagree, at least he kept it honest and on brand. The social stake is this: can a pop culture figure be both a mythic action hero and a values commentator? With Norris, yes. That blend is why he's still a conversation. Okay, we covered a lot. From a shy kid to an Air Force air policeman in the late 1950s, to the martial arts champ who built his own systems, to the 1980s box office juggernaut with Missing in Action, Code of Silence, and the Delta Force, to the 1990s TV anchor with Walker, and then the internet-era icon who was in on the joke, the man turned his life into a franchise of discipline, faith, and fun. Yas queen to longevity. Next time, I'm diving into the world of another legendary action star. Can you guess who it might be? Stay tuned.
So, that's the tea, folks. Keep slaying, and I'll catch you next time. Later!